Good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming to you live in the beautiful Martin, Tennessee, here in Tennessee, obviously. So if you are watching live, please comment live. And of course, if you're watching on the replay, please comment replay. We want to know if you're watching on the replay. But today we have what you call our Tuesday Dementia Training, where we interview different people with regards to Alzheimer's and dementia. And today we've got a special guest. Her name is Lanisha Martin. She's actually a certified dementia practitioner and an certified occupational therapy assistant, and the author of the Providing Care with Dementia, which is also available in Amazon. So again, let me stop my share. Oh, hold on. Let me stop my share. That way I can see Miss Lanisha there. Miss Lanisha, what's going on? Please tell us where you at.
How you doing?
What do you do for a living? And how can we help our Alzheimer's and dementia support group? Please help us. We need help, right?
We all need help. Well, I am a St. Louis native, right, but I have moved to San Angelo, Texas, in September.
Texas.
Yeah, I'm a CODA, and I work at a SNF here in a small little town. I've been working with dementia for about a couple of years now. Even before this, I have training as a certified nursing assistant in a memory care unit. And I have in my internships in my, college years, I end up interning at an adult daycare, and that's where I kind of find my passion for dementia and the elderly.
Oh wow! So ever since then, you really have decided, or you have that passion in taking care of elderly people. Am I correct?
Yes.
And it takes special talent. So it takes special talent and patience, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching live, not all caregivers can actually take care of a patient who has, dementia and Alzheimer's. It takes special skills. So if you are that type of caregiver out there, please comment special. Please comment special, because it takes a special person. I think I'm special because I have the, I play around and laugh around, not laugh at them. I laugh with them, just being the best that I can be for the Alzheimer's and dementia population. So, well, anyway, so Lanisha mentioned about she working as a CODA. CODA means Certified Occupational Therapy Assistant. Basically, she does therapy for those people who are in the nursing home. She said sniff. So for those people who doesn't know, we say sniff, but actually it's not sniffing. It's actually SNF, Skilled Nursing Facility. So for those people who doesn't know, SNF is Skilled Nursing Facility. And basically it's a nursing home where we provide different skilled services for that certain patient. So like what the word says, skilled nursing. So there are nursing services, there are therapy services, there is what you call dietary services, activity services. So different services on that kind of skilled nursing facility. So every level is different. So right now I do home health. So that's a different level of service. So Lanisha, she works at the nursing home. So if you have any family members, that is actually in the nursing home, reach out to her because she may have some resources. She may know some stuff that we actually don't know. I don't know stuff, I mean, yes, I sound like I know everything there in the nursing home, but I actually don't know. I still have to ask a nurse. I still have to ask a CODA. Before we keep going, before I keep asking you a question, Lanisha, I just want to give a shout out to Lacey. Okay. She's watching right now. Thank you very much for watching. And Miss Pressy Pajutan. Pressy, hello, how are you? Thank you very much for watching. And then, like what I said, Lanisha just actually published a book. So Lanisha, could you tell us more about your book? Are you also willing to raffle a book here? That's our special. That's our special surprise for Lanisha and for everyone. This is just only for the States, for the United States. Okay, so this is just for the United States people who are watching right now. If you're watching live, please comment raffle if you wanna join the raffle. Because she can only mail stuff here in the States. So okay, so if you want to join the raffle, type in raffle. Lanisha's gonna raffle her new book called tell me what's the title of the book again? Providing
Providing
care
care
with
with
dementia.
dementia.
Okay, let me just flash that screen real quick. So this is her copy of her book, Providing Care with Dementia. Providing care with dementia, and then it is actually available in Amazon. It's very, very affordable with all the information. I read it earlier. It is very, very informative. It's not a complete what you call it's not a complete book about Alzheimer's and dementia, but it's actually a good starting point. If you want the complete book, guess what? You cannot find that. I would say the complete book is the 36 hours. I would say, in my own opinion, that's the complete Alzheimer's and dementia book, the 36 hours. But if you just want an introductory book about Alzheimer's and dementia, grab Lanisha's book. It's available at Amazon. And like what I said, we're gonna do that raffle today, or or whenever we do that raffle with Lanisha. So we will do that. So but before I keep going, Lanisha, I just want to give a shout out. Oh, Miss Pressy is from the Philippines. Hello, Pressy. I'm from the Philippines too. Hello, kabayan. Kumusta kayo dyan? I was just watching ABS-CBN TFC here before I went upstairs. And Tina Fotineyas. Tina, hello. Just took my mom to U of M, University of Memphis, I guess, to geriatric unit for her 6 months checkup. Very good. That is very good, Miss Tina. You need to have a regular checkup, just like a car. I'm not saying, they're like a car, but it's like a car. You just don't bring the car when it's about to be broken, or broken down. You have to have regular checkup, regular oil changes, regular, checking up. So that's very good, very good. And Tina is joining the raffle. So you got to put that down, Lanisha. You got to put them down, right? I guess let's go ahead and give a at least 1 or 2 days of people watching it, commenting on the raffle. In that way, and Lanisha will just put up, okay, whoever wins, she can do a Facebook Live about who won the raffle. So can you do that, Lanisha? You're gonna do
I
your
sure
Facebook
can.
Live here anyway,
Oh,
right?
look at me. Ooh, yes, I am.
All right. So and then Pressy said, I am new to this illness. Actually, all of us started with being new to this illness, Pressy. So the key here is trying to learn. Okay, the goal here is for us to learn and keep learning and taking action on whatever we've learned in all these videos. You can backtrack and watch all the videos before. We have a course that you can learn and teach and implement at your own pace. So. And then Nerissa is also watching from the Philippines. So for those people who are watching in the Philippines, please put down what area or what city are you at in the Philippines? Philippines, just for everybody, a big trivia. We have 7,200 plus different islands. So every island is different. So it's very interesting, right, Lanisha?
Wow.
And we have
Yes.
actually 200 plus different dialects. So if you jump from one island to another, one region to another, you have to speak a different language or dialect. So, well, enough of me. Let's go ahead and talk about your book, Lanisha. I'm going to flash that screen again here. What can we learn in your book, Providing Care with Dementia?
Okay. Well, in my book, it's really a quick introduction into the world of dementia. I go through a flush of things of just the common types of dementia that we encounter, from Lewy body, just Alzheimer's also. I even am finding out that people with Down syndrome could grow up and end up increasing to have a high risk to have dementia. So that's in the book also.
Mm-hmm.
I even went through I found out a lot of people don't know about how our everyday situation goes for a dementia patient. Like no one knows about sundowning. I found that out that when I introduced my book to my family who didn't know anything about the disease, they never knew of anything called sundowning and didn't know that behaviors would change throughout the day. Um, I've
So
also
true.
signed up for a little small course for the Alzheimer's Foundation and found out that even our health will have major effects of our brain health that will also increase or decrease our risk for dementia. And that certain diets that people who are suffering with dementia could be on,
Why are you
though
looking at
it
me when you
won't.
said diet?
I'm sorry.
I said, why are you looking at me when you said diet?
Oh my
Just
gosh.
kidding.
Never. I'm suffering right
Go
now
ahead.
because I'm
Sorry.
on a diet.
Oh gosh, I'm on a
But
seafood diet. Whenever I see food, I eat it. Right.
oh Lord,
All right. Go ahead. Keep going.
I'm struggling with soda, so we're not going to even get into that.
Hmm.
So even the diet, I think people think when I say anything about how the diet could affect them, or I don't want people to think that just because you put a certain person who is suffering with dementia on a diet that it would decrease the dementia process. It won't. It would just, enhance their behaviors so that, if they're hungry, they don't know how to express that they're hungry. So they might act out a certain type of way. That's also expressed in the book. Um, I just wanted it to be like, how can we approach whatever they might have their concerns, or for caregivers, I even have a little section in there for caregivers, how it may be stress taking care of someone who has dementia 24/7. It talks about options of adult daycare, respite care. So I deal with a lot of families who are trying to their best to care for someone with dementia right now. Even a lot of the coworkers that I'm with, and they come for me for advice, like, my stress level is all 10. How am I supposed to take care of my mom? And she needs this amount of help, but I need help also. It talks about taking time to step away when you have a chance for a respite care, or hiring somebody home health in to come sit for an hour so they can unwind. They have to take care of themselves before they're able to provide the best care for their loved one. Or even us caregivers working in a memory care, sometimes I work 16 hours. I needed a mental break.
I
So
sleep 16 hours. That's good.
I didn't hear you.
I said I sleep 16 hours.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord, right? Well, we do. So I don't know if you are listening, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching live, please comment live. And if you're watching on the replay, please comment replay. But I don't know about you. What she mentioned about sundowning. Sundowning, can you explain it more, Lanisha, so I'm not talking too much? Can you explain sundowning more?
Um, Pretty simple, basic. It's as simple as I can put it. So throughout the day, they get very fatigued, and it usually happens when the sun is going down, hence sundowning.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they show behaviors of aggressiveness. It can be sometimes, or just certain behaviors that we wouldn't think is the usual norm of a person. It kind of increases during that time.
Perfect, perfect. So I don't know if you listened on that, ladies and gentlemen. Basically, the sun is going down, and they're
Mhm.
using it. They're using all up their energy in the afternoon, and they get tired. Your blood sugar goes down, your energy goes down, you're hungry and everything. So they start acting out. They start acting out, and there are a lot of factors. It could be like what she mentioned. A diet. It could be their activity level. It could be basic needs, that's just going to the bathroom, being hungry because they cannot express themselves, or being thirsty because they cannot express themselves. So that's very important that you need to look out for those sundowning symptoms, or sundowner syndrome. So thank you for pointing that out, Lanisha. Is that in your book too? I guess, yeah.
Yes.
Perfect, perfect. Okay. Another thing that she mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, is the caregiver burnout. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you are a caregiver taking care of an Alzheimer's and dementia loved ones. You need to learn how to take care of yourself, ladies and gentlemen, because you cannot give what you do not have. Just like money, I cannot give money to my kids. I got $1 million here. $1 million there, right? It's a play money, but I cannot give money to my kids if I don't have money myself. I cannot give care to somebody else if I don't take care of myself. And in her book, in her providing care with for forgot the title again, providing care with dementia, is that she points out the importance of taking care of yourself. How to take care of yourself. It's very, very important. All right. So, Lanisha, anything else that we can learn from your book?
Yes, I also put in some different approaches to try to, in the work field, we call it a good rapport, but to just build a connection with them. People just underestimate music, and I am a big lover of music. And I play music with my residents all the time, and it just amazing how sometimes that certain lyrics in a song will bring up certain memories, and they're still talking about it. And maybe if it's even your loved ones, you could play their favorite song, and maybe they were pregnant when they was listening to that song with you, and it just dropped up certain memories, and you guys could learn more about each other. So that's one more thing. And sleep. We all know a lot of people who suffer from dementia sleep. Well, we don't know. They sleep most of the day. So sometimes they're up wandering all night. So that's another thing I pointed out, how encourage short naps throughout the day instead of those long naps, hopefully, and try to give them more activities throughout the day. Give them a little bit of sunlight. We need vitamin C, and maybe they can increase the chance of getting better rest at night.
Those are great tips. If you're watching again, ladies and gentlemen, listen to those tips because it's very, very important. I don't know if you were listening again. She mentioned about music. Music is a very big part of your memory. Remember, memory and music goes hand in hand. Memory and music in your right side. This is my right side, but you're probably going to see it on your left. But this is my right side of my brain. It retains your rhythm and your reflexes. So the rhythm and reflexes is part of music. The other side is your language and the other one I forgot, the language and the cuss words. So that's where where the bad part is. So I see Nina Evangelista watching. Thank you very much, Nina, for watching. I appreciate you. So going back to the topic, she mentioned about music, and also she mentioned about sleep. Sleep is very important. Sleep is very important. When you have Alzheimer's or dementia, evidence say that what happens to the brain is that because their tendency is to obviously forget stuff, right? But their tendency of the brain is to hyperfunction. It keeps moving and it's it keeps functioning all the time. And even with their sleep, remember when you're sleeping, your body needs to relax. It's called your parasympathetic nervous system. Your nervous system needs to relax. That's your parasympathetic nervous system. Your parasympathetic is responsible for your rest and digest system, to relax your system. When you have what you call fight or flight mode, when a patient has Alzheimer's or dementia and they're in that fight or flight mode, they're in that agitated stage, they're on that sundowning stage. Guess what? What's that nervous system? It's called your sympathetic nervous system. That's your fight or flight. And every time that patient is in that sympathetic nervous system or sympathetic activity, and they're not able to sleep, they're just hyper at night, and then they're just get angry all the time. So you need to give them something to relax. What are those medications? It's called parasympathomimetic medication. Parasympathomimetic medication sounds fancy. Parasympathomimetic, basically, it mimics the parasympathetic nervous system. I'll stop talking. I'll let Lanisha keep explaining her book. So mentioned about music and the sleep. What else do you have there in your book, Lanisha?
I've also had vision, how vision can also change the behavior.
Vision?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm a lover of Tipa Snow. So she was the one that first, I guess, reminded me. I mean, we hear about it. We don't understand how strongly it affects their behavior. I think it's something about how sometimes they can see and with 2-dimensional objects in 3 dimension, so they could be reaching for something at a different level, and they actually think that they're trying to pick it up off the floor. So just certain abnormal behaviors that we'll see, and it really has something to do with that brain. That side of the brain is affecting their vision. It's not that their vision is actually bad. It's just that that part of the brain is just deteriorating in their head. Where they can have actually good eyesight. It's just the brain is deteriorating. That nerve heading to the eyes.
Perfect. Thank you very much for pointing that out. So I guess that's part of your book, right? So vision, ladies and gentlemen, Alzheimer's and dementia support group. You're a patient that has Alzheimer's or dementia, or let's just say it's dementia. Different parts of your brain, different function. Remember, front part is your frontal lobe. I have a big forehead, so I guess I have a big frontal lobe, right? So frontal lobe is your executive function, right? Okay. Right side controls your left side of your body. Again, it's your right side, your rhythm and reflexes. Your left side is your language and function. Language and function. Guess what's on the back? Guess what's on the back? What's on the back? Your eyes, your vision, your occipital lobe, your occipital lobe. So frontal lobe, temporal lobe, occipital lobe. Your occipital or your occiput or your back is responsible again for your vision. So when you go to an eye doctor, they would ask you if you have eye problem. Does your back part of your head hurts too? And when you say, yeah, okay, it's probably your eye, your vision, your occipital lobe. So thank you for pointing that out, Lanisha, because that's very important. And a lot of us, what we would do when we have a patient who has dementia, and that dementia patient says, oh, I see this, I see that. And you would say, no, there's nothing there. But guess what? That's their reality. That's their reality.
Yeah.
You know, there's a difference between hallucination and actual dementia, them seeing stuff in their dementia realm. So you have to go into their realm. You have to go into their reality. Stop insisting your reality. If the patient insists that it's 1973, guess what? It's just 1973. It's not going to hurt you. You know,
It's not going to hurt them.
yeah,
Validation therapy.
yeah, you know, my mom and dad passed away already, and like several years ago. If you keep on telling me, for example, I have dementia, and I ask, hey, where's my mom? If you keep on telling me my mom is dead, I'm like, gosh, she dead? I'm still 17 years old or something like that, right? So live in their world. Thank you for pointing that out, Lanisha. But before you keep going, I just want to give a shout out to Bray. Bray, you should be here, Bray. You know, is Bray on the same class with you, Lanisha? No.
I think so.
Yeah, Bray should be here, right? Bray. All right, Bray.
Yes.
And then of course, Dr. RV Vicente. He's like a PhD doctor there in St. Augustine. So thank you very much for watching, Dr. RV. Well, anyway, Lanisha, anything else that we can learn in your book?
That pretty much sums it up. I just wanted to make it's only about a 30-page book, but I wanted it to be a really short, but get straight to the point, and some different approaches that we could approach them to try to help them out during their daily, oh, I can't even get it out, throughout
Daily
the day.
activities.
Yes, thank you. And it's really good for people who have no experience with dementia. It's a great opening to what they want to learn about the disease. And it kind of even reminds the people who are experienced that, sometimes we get stuck in just working day to day, and we forget about these certain aspects that could change their behavior, why the person who's suffering from dementia could be acting this way. And, we lose that sometimes.
Perfect. Sometimes we don't need lecturing. Sometimes we just need a reminder. We just need a reminder that, hey, this is what we're supposed to do. This is what we're supposed to do. And I catch myself too every now and then. Just this morning, I was, sometimes you have to learn from other people. We have to learn from other people. So this is not really related to dementia, but I have a banner that I put up. I have a banner that I put up in every time I go to that assisted living, because I don't have a physical office. I just have a small space, and then I put up my banner. Every time I'm there, I will put it up, those pull-up banners, retractable
Mhm.
banner. And I've been putting up the same way again and again. And I would hook it up and then force it up and then bam, plant it on the base. I've been doing that again and again. And you know what? I have this new student. Her name is Maria. Shout out to Maria. She's shorter than me. I'm short, but she's short. She's Filipino too. And she's so short that she cannot do what I do. So you know what she did? She put the thing down on the floor and did it very very easily. She pulled it out and then hooked that thing and then she stood it up like that. And I've been doing this forever. And here comes a new person and she's a student and she did it with ease. And I just realized sometimes we have to learn from other people. In that way, we could accept, hey, we don't know it all. Same thing with taking care of Alzheimer's and dementia.
Yeah.
Is what? You may know that patient. You may know that patient. You may know them 24/7. You may know them because they're your mom and dad. But sometimes we have to have, we have to get out. We cannot see, I have a picture frame at the back of my family there at the back, but you cannot see the whole picture if you don't get out of the picture frame. Sometimes you have to get back. The only way for you to get back is read and learn. Grab Lanisha's book. That way you can get back and read and learn from her book.
Yeah.
All right. So again, I see Miss Pressy. She says, yeah, my mother is she's seeing people that I'm not seeing. Scary. That's true. Because remember, the occipital lobe, it also affects their memory.
Yeah.
So it affects their memory. Though sometimes they would see people who have already passed away several years ago. So that's normal. And then Mr. Todd Wickstrom, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate you, brother. And then Tina said, my mom gets sundowners and packs her TJ Maxx bags and going to Greece to see her mom and dad. There you go. My mom is 86 years old, so hard to see her doing this way. Always been a hard worker. So, yep, it happens, Tina, because at nighttime, okay, they get confused more, like what Lanisha mentioned. They get confused more, sundowning, and then guess what? They revert back to their previous memory. Long-term memory is intact. Short-term memory is affected. Okay, long-term memory is intact. Short-term memory is affected. Just like a filing cabinet. Okay, just like a filing cabinet. I have a filing cabinet down there. Every filing cabinet, years, 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017, and so on and so forth. What happens with Alzheimer's and dementia? You take off the short-term memory, and then what's remaining is the long-term memory, and that's what happens. So thank you for pointing that out, Lanisha. Appreciate you. All right. Any last parting words before I shut up?
Oh, no.
Okay, where can we see you? Where can we find you? I'm gonna flash your book again, and do you have a website that they can go to or stuff like that, or you practice?
The website is currently in the making. But if you need to reach out to me, you could just find me on Facebook for right now at Lanisha Martin.
Okay, excellent. So for those people who are interested in getting her book, again, it's Providing Care with Dementia. It's available at Amazon. And then for those people who are actually on the replay or actually coming in late, she is going to do a raffle. So if you want to comment raffle, she's going to raffle this, but it's only available here in the States because she cannot mail it in the Philippines. It's pretty expensive, but it is available here in the US through Amazon. And then do you have an ebook, Lanisha?
I'm waiting on them to give me the A-OK on that one. I presented it to them and just waiting for Amazon to approve it.
Okay, good. So for those people who are outside of the country, you can actually download a copy of an ebook on Amazon too. So for a very affordable price. Again, thank you very much, Lanisha. Oh, before you keep going, Pressy said, my dad, she passed away 9 months ago. She keeps asking where my dad. Yep. It happens because like what I said, long-term memory is intact. short-term memory is affected. So again, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much, Lanisha, for coming over. I appreciate you. Before I keep sharing the screen, before I let you go, always remember the word fast, FAST, ladies and gentlemen. Why? We want to take action fast. We want to take action fast. Why? Especially with Alzheimer's and dementia, we need to take action really, really quick, in order for everything to get worse. So letter F, find friends that will actually push you to your next level, because you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. So whoever you hang out with, guess what? That's going to be you. If you hang out with people who are caregiver, who are actually awesome, guess what? You're going to be an awesome caregiver. Find friends, find a support group, go to your local Alzheimer's association, go to your doctor, talk to them, ask them, hey, where are the association here? Connect, find Lanisha at Facebook, add her as a friend. In that way, you can connect her and learn from her, because she's going to be here to promoting her book and also promoting her services. What's the next letter? Letter A. You got to learn how to take action, guys. Action speaks louder than words. Action speaks louder than words. And I always preach this: imperfect action beats perfect in action. Take action by grabbing her book. Take action by learning. Take action by doing. All right, take action by doing. Next letter is letter S. Letter S. Share and subscribe. Share and subscribe. The more shares, the better. The more subscription, the better for Lanisha, right? And last but not the least, ladies and gentlemen, letter T. Time out. No, not time out. Letter T. Teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, you remember. But when you're actually teaching it, you're actually understanding it more. And that's what Lanisha's doing with us. She's teaching us how to be a better caregiver, not only for your loved ones, but also for yourself. Guess what? Because when you're a better caregiver to someone else, you're a better caregiver for yourself. Again, thank you very much. Thank you, Lanisha. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Any last parting wisdom?
Just, I don't know. Let's go.
Be awesome.
I love your words.
All right. Thank you very much, Lanisha. I appreciate you. I'm going to share the screen again. Again, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you. Be awesome, be great, be excellent. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.